What's going on, guys? Doom bringing you a quick match King of the Hill on Raven Down. Continuing on the series I had started in Judgment, quick match is only a warm-up, and I'm about ready to show you in the next 18 minutes or so why I believe that quick match is a warm-up as opposed to being a fundamental way that I would have played. This is the first game I have played on King of the Hill in a couple months, to be honest, especially a quick match. Um, and I'm rusty, as you can tell, just a little bit of rust. Normally, you would do like a pop shot spring and then you evade away instead of picking up the meat shield there. But again, this is a warm up, so that's the way I see it. Now, doesn't mean that I don't want to win this. I want to show people like this, hey, this was one of the reasons why Gears fell out of popularity. Not that playing this game in a casual sense did that, because I think it's great, but it's the massive amount of people that didn't give ranked a chance. I think that really helped the numbers dwindle. Um, I think that having leaderboards for quick match kind of did it a disservice as well. It shouldn't show publicly. It should say, I don't know, it shouldn't have been as glorified. Because really, let's be honest, like half the kills or more are against bots that are staring at walls and uh, spazzing around the map, not knowing, not understanding what to do. So, um, for me, it's a warm up because I'm used to playing against full fives or teams. I'm used to playing against even like a squad of four or something. And to come in solo and to play against a mixture of bots and people that don't know each other. Well, they might actually, because this is a team of three. They might know each other. It's a bit of a change up, but at the end of the day, the pros of quick match are obviously you can get a warm up in, and it would get you ready for ranked. Or if you wanted to stick with quick match, you could just perpetually just have a couple games where you get a warm up and then you go in and now you're getting 80 kills against bots instead of 50. But no, really, I mean, you're gonna get better the more you play, no matter what the game type is. So, um, I guess it just helps you minimize your mistakes sometimes. Like right there, that's a mistake. Even on quick, you can't hop over. I did it because I saw him reloading and I thought I had time, but you can't trust this game time wise to make those plays. So now we're gonna go into just kind of the gameplay, but I'll still give you a bit of the pros and cons of why I believe a quick match would be just a warm up. For me personally, I know uh, understanding technique and breaking the hill and things like that. If I am going against a couple bots I know are not defending the hill, it's not really going to help me understand a team's sense of teamwork and how they would call out the defending the hill. Also, I would say um, largely for me, because I once I see movement and spawn, I can generally say, okay, they're gonna send three this way, they're gonna do two. But when you have bots in the mix, you don't really know what the other people are gonna do. You just know that well, some of these people are gonna sit back and hammer burst or retro, most likely. I also think that one good pro of quick match is that you're constantly in the action no matter what. So you can keep cycling around maps, playing. I think that was really a far update. Must have had an active or something. But you can stay in the mix and you can continue to play different maps. It's not gonna be the same map twice in the same cycle. So you could do Raven down, and then you play whatever the next map is, and then so on and so on. Um, Another pro in some people's opinions was that you didn't have to play against all the groups that used, if it was determined to be true, which, some people actually do, but if people used mods or if the whole team used retros or whatever. In quick match, if you had that happen, you could just quit out and there's no penalty. You live to fight another day. And ranked, you kind of have to play against those people, and unless you want to get a match penalty or whatever, um, you would, have to stay if you cared about that type thing. Um, I guess another pro, I guess obviously since it's more played than ranked, people say it's more popular. Again, that's just a perception. I think the reason why Quick is more populated is because it's the perceived easiest of the two types. People, it's kind of a scientific thing too. You're going to go the path of least resistance. That's anything, whether it be something in motion, just like a foul ball when it's hit off of a bat. It's going to curve foul. It's going to go more foul than fair because it's already going that way. So if you're already seeing the numbers are higher for one, and it is the easier of the two, it's more likely, based on probability, that player or people will stick to it. Um, One way you defeat that perception is you give ranked some incentive to be played. One of those things would be like achievement or gamer score based. I know there's a lot of people that care about that. I personally, it would amp me up a little bit to say, oh, okay, the achievement is to beat like 50 full fives. I don't know what you'd call it, like veteran, not veteran gear, but I don't know what you'd call it. But whatever snazzy gears title they could give that, uh, full teams, because that's where a lot of teams play is ranked. So you give people an incentive, like if you are playing solo and you do get a victory, you didn't get it on cap card to post on YouTube or whatever. At least you'd get an achievement or gamer score to indicate, oh yeah, I did do this. This was a good hard fought thing. It's a sense of accomplishment. Um, Now watch this right here. Watch this. Watch this. Yeah, you didn't see me. That is why I consider this to be a warm up, because in ranked they may have actually turned around and tried to be aware of that, but whatever. I thought it was funny. Now, uh, some of the cons of quick match to me. This is why I played thousands of games on ranked. This is why I saw the competitiveness of ranked. Uh, Quick match, it's just not competitive enough for me personally. There's so much solo action that there's nothing I personally can really learn from this. Strategy, there is no strategy really. It's just mindlessly going around for different onyx medals. So you're going, it's people that are going for retro and hammer burst, and if they're getting it against bots, great. But then they try the same technique on you, and it just, I don't know, it's just kind of lame, honestly. Uh, I think a couple games after this, I just had three people on the other team retroing and trying to retro poke. Now, you can kill two of them, and then the third guy actually pokes you with the retro poke and you die. So, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of cheesy, to be honest. It encourages that behavior, I think, because in ranked, um, if you're playing against a full squad of decent people, not like super great, but decent guys that still know what they're doing, you can't just do that, run around the map and retro poke. You're going to get your head popped 9 times out of 10. But if there's only one person that plays that way and quick, like me, I can't kill the whole Locust Horde. Um, I'm too rusty to honestly do that. So I have to pick my battles, and I still win a lot of 1v1s here. I mean, you'll see, I still do. Actually, I felt very comfortable in this game with 1vs. I felt very comfortable anytime I wasn't downed by a laser beam or something, like here. Um, but basically, for me, I wanted to get as many kills as I could to help my team because I know that I'm going to be in pretty much every cap. So then it did become about kills at that point. Now, this is round number 2, and I feel like we could come back here. One thing you want to do in this scenario is set up for a break. But the problem is I'm constantly getting double teamed whatever way I go because there's not enough movement from the people. Like one player is not playing. That's another thing about rank too. It just seems like more people were playing actively. The games after this, I saw that more people were like hiding in spawn, and really there's no penalty for it because just because you're not playing and participating, even if you got booted out, you're not going to get a ranked like a match penalty or whatever or something, whatever. So, okay, so they spawn behind me in ranked and quick. It doesn't matter. It's still going to happen to you. I think that's one thing I think that was really just a disservice with the spawn system. What I would say is at no time should the opposing team spawn behind you when you have already declared that space. And with your understanding and skill of the game, you should not have people spawn behind you like that. Because it actually it doesn't cost us right away, but you'll see. Even if we had one more second from that hill, we would have won the round. But you know, it's stuff like that that just irritates me. It's not even an earned thing. It's, oh, well, we just happen to spawn them behind you, and there you go. Now you would think, okay, I just took out 3, well, essentially 3, and there's still 2 coming, and no one else has gotten a kill besides a grenade and now a shoddy. My point is, it's just such a delayed reaction, it seems, from people when they get kills on quick as opposed to ranked. I can just mow through people if they're not doing a certain technique. Not all the time, but I mean, I'm so used to strafing that unless you hit me in a certain way, I am gonna keep my focus. And I don't think I think my only mistake there is just dropping that meat shield prematurely because I think he gets a yeah, he broke the 2 seconds. Looking back on that, that would have also won us the round. Um, if I kill him instead of drop the meat shield. It's those little things you'll see as you play whatever mode, ranked, quick, whatever. The fundamentals should still be very similar. The problem that I'm finding is it's not really taught in quick match. It's more a knee jerk reaction to, oh, well, I don't want to do what everyone else did in Gears 1 and 2. I don't want to two piece. I don't want to play on a team. Well, I started out as a random on Gears 1, like I said in my previous commentary. And uh, I had to learn at quickly on that, yeah, I mean, there is a learning curve to this game. It took me a couple months to get the Nasher down. But if it wasn't for that couple months, if I was playing bots all the time, man, I would have felt an inflated sense of accomplishment. Oh man, these people suck. Now I'm going to jump into ranked and own people. Well, I think it's a misconception that disappointed a lot of people. When you're playing against a seasoned veteran or you're playing against someone that knows the technique and tactics, I would think, that makes someone better if they go against that continual adversity. But if you are playing against bots are pre-programmed with a certain level of understanding, right? So there's only so much you could learn from a bot in theory. They're limited based on um, their creator, which, well, of course, Epic Games. And think about it, like those people only. I mean, they know the game. They know they know everything pretty much about the hit detection and stuff. But you got to remember, bots don't understand what lag is, so they never have to devise ways of going around lag. They just exist. They just shoot. They know what the hitbox is, even if the connection's bad. It's probably not bad for them because of that. But your learning is capped based on how great the bots play. If it's a retro bot, you might get lucky and you'll play against a bot that will try to down you and show you the cheap tactics of retro. But that's really all you can learn from a retro bot. From a hammer burst bot, you can just learn that it likes to hip fire and go tink tink tink, and you don't really get to see the full force of the hammer burst until you play against the team and you're wondering what the hell is hitting me. Well, yeah, this is a human using a hammer burst. It's not a bot, so that's why you have to watch out. Um, got like 4 minutes left here, and we'll make it a good 4. So at this point, I'm just contending, and my point is to be made that for me, quick match did not do this game justice. I'm of the Gears 1 school of thought because I saw that game when it was reaching millions of people, Gears 1, and how people loved maps like Canals and War Machine, and there was always constant battles. I remember having so many games where I had over 100 kills, King of the Hill, Gears 1. Those were the days when you could really pad the stats if based on the learning curve, because you either knew how to use a power weapon or you didn't. You weren't gifted, and you weren't told where the next hill was with this little next indicator. And that's what I think really changed the dynamic going from 1 to 2 and from 2 to 3. All right, here we go. So quick, double, triple. Can I get the quad? Can I get the quad? Yes. Quad, baby. Still got the moves, even after months off. All right, so where's the fifth guy? Of course. Takes 2 people to kill the fifth guy. Now, we end up holding this whole cap. And you'd think, oh, this should be another round. Well, as luck would have it, it puts the next hill in the crack house. And coming from highway to the crack house is kind of a big deal because um, there's so much ground you got to cover. And think about it, I'm obliterating these people at this point. There's just no 1v1 chance. I mean, I see this dude just sitting here. I don't know what was going on, but now all of a sudden, it's like they spawned in the crack house or something. It's like so many people in there. It's just unbelievable. I hate it when I lose by 1 point against people I had 2-man advantage. It's like, come on, really? That's why I can't take quick match seriously, because at the end of the day, if it's 3-on-3 or 4-on-4, I mean, then you'll know. Okay, the score was this. Now I can understand why we won. But if it's just because there was more bots on one side, it doesn't really tell me anything. But anyways, wrapping up the commentary. Thanks for all the new subs and everybody. You guys are great. Check out more of the content if you wish. And as always, Doombringer out.